actually getting ready to do a water change, but you ever just look in your tank sometime and wonder why some corals grow faster than others? When you think of coral growth, just like most things in life now, we want them right now. And it doesn't always happen like that when you deal with a fish tank, depending on the species of coral it is and the origin of where it comes from.
The thing I love most about this hobby is all of that I got from a tray. Them two big Montipores I used to have sitting up there, them two big caps, that red one and purple one. Well, when I moved them, a lot of that broke off. So, you know what happened. They got broke down in the frags. I had so many of them, I just took them to the fish store and left them there. I said, man, I'll be back. Talk to you later. I'm out. There's about 20 of them. Well, me being me, after having a long day at work, decided to stop in the fish store. Guess what I decided to bring home? Oh yeah, got a couple new surprises.
When you see bags like this down off in the sump, you already know what I've been up to. We're gonna try it one more time.
There is another Tang in the house, 2-spot Tang, Tang number 3, on the way. If you're not subscribed to this channel, you need to go ahead and do that now. If you like these videos, give them a thumbs up. Help keep bringing them to you.
Peace, show me bring it back down. They think it's a game right now, but it ain't the same right now. Know my name right now. Back where I came from now.
1, 2, third one probably behind the rock right now, but ain't nobody fighting, no beef. They had a little spars, but I mean that's just Tangs being Tangs. Finally got it right. Got all 3 in there. Sonny wasn't even too much messing with tips until I got close to the tank to start recording. They kind of all been doing their own thing. Now everybody want to show off because I'm standing at the tank. Tips is definitely nice and healthy. You got a little piece missing out the top fin, but it's definitely no pushover. As you see, he's a little bit bigger actually than Sonny, so that helps. But we got 3 Tangs in the tank. Sometimes you just gotta be patient, even when it seems like it ain't gonna happen. Determination, prayer, it'll happen. But YouTube, I ain't never forgot about my people. Plus we was waiting on tips in quarantine. Check it out.
Run.
But today, what I want to talk to you about is coral growth. Sometime throughout this hobby, you will experience coral growth. How do I get my corals to grow faster? Why do some of them grow and some of them die and they be in the exact same spot, same kind, same species, same lighting, same tank? But a few factors rather than just the main basic ones we tend to think of: water quality, lighting, and flow. I'm gonna give you one more reason that you may not even consider. I'd much rather have a frag any day over a full colony. So I like to do a lot of rescues because they're already at their worst possible state. No telling how many tanks they've been bounced around in. And to get it back, watch it heal up and grow out, to me is what this hobby is really all about. What brings me complete peace, joy, and passion, and just watching them grow. It's like having my head under the ocean every single day. So when we talk about coral growth, what are you really defining as growth? Are you trying to boost it, or are you actually trying to watch it grow? Watch its growth patterns, watch how it reacts in different conditions. Because coral growth, as long as your tank is stable, it's eating, it's getting light, it's got flow and movement, it's gonna grow. Tell you the truth, my honest opinion is regardless what fish store you get a piece out of, you have to remember all corals, just about all corals, originate in the ocean. That's why now we do a lot with agriculture corals. which give us a wide range of tanks to put them into. I mean, you don't know what the tank before you had them in or the tank before that. I mean, it's just how it goes. So growing conditions are definitely wide range when it comes to agricultural corals. They can stand a little bit more than you can if you get a piece out of the ocean. So sometimes when you get corals from your local fish store, from other buddies, just because you got it in a store from the state doesn't necessarily mean it was grown here in the state or it was fragged here in the state. It could definitely be an outside piece, which are a little bit more timid. They don't really fluctuate too much on things like that. But I've tried boosting my corals before. I've tried trying to pump them up and stuff like that. But to tell you the truth, I think it's just like pumping steroids. You know, you pump them long enough, you're going to run into ill effects. It will backfire on you. I've had it happen to me on several pieces that I loved and had many years, and then you just pumping them too much. Sometimes when it comes to these aquariums, the best thing to do is leave it alone. Let it grow, watch it grow. Y'all know me. I love frags. I start with a frag and watch it grow before I go get a major colony. I'll break it down into a frag just so I can have a piece and do whatever I do with the rest. But I mean, a lot of these corals here have grown from nothing. I mean, absolutely little bitty specks of tissue, like absolutely nothing, and have turned into amazing pieces. Matter of fact, some of these pieces are pieces of the frag that I got. Frayed them down again, and this is the frag that's in here. All the main colony and all the rest of them are gone to fish stores, other people, whatever the case may be. But I keep a frag. A lot of people think I'm crazy. Man, why don't you keep the whole piece? For what? I've had plenty of time to enjoy it, watch it grow out, watch it change colors, watch it take on a different form. I like to watch my corals grow. And that's what we're talking about. We're talking about them growing. Talking about them actually living on their own, succeeding on their own, being able to take care of themselves. You know what I mean? This is a self-sufficient ecosystem right here. For the most part, this tank takes care of itself. I like to keep it as simple as possible. Yeah, some of the gadgets I would like to have, but then you run into problems because you're doing too much. Just let it be. Let these corals grow. They will grow. Issue that you want to watch, salinity, I believe, when it comes to coral growth. Your salinity will fluctuate, but your corals tell you. Mine normally doesn't move from 1.025. Every once in a while, I get a 1.27 reading or 1.023 reading, and you have to adjust from there. So I do that. Other than that, man, as long as you take care of your maintenance, keep up on your water changes, feed your fish tank regularly, your corals will grow. They will grow. A lot of corals have a wide range of lighting. They've got a wide range of flow. If you run into a problem sometimes with that coral, watch it for a little bit. Don't start moving it around. That's what we run into a lot of problems too. You start moving the piece around. You wait a couple days, well, it's not doing good there, and I'll move it here. Don't move it. Leave it alone, because now it's adjusting to that spot you just moved it into. And it's having to readjust. That in itself has stressed out the coral. It was already stressed out when you put it in there. Leave it alone. Sometimes you'll get a little dieback on one side, but that's just because it's readjusting to where it's at. Unless you're absolutely certain that you're going to move that coral, leave it there. Let it grow in that spot. That's where you'll run into a lot of problems too, because you want to move it around. Well, it's not getting light, let me move it up. Now it's getting too much light, let me move it down. Leave it alone. Find you a spot where you're going to put it for a couple weeks. You know, a lot of times we'll start them out on the bottom just to get them adjusted to the tank. Well, I start them on the bottom, get them adjusted to the tank. Once I figure out more or less where I have a spot to put it, where it can grow out, kind of do its thing before it overcrowds anybody else, guess what? That's where I put it. That's where I leave it. Unless something drastic happens and I need to move some corals and rearrange some things, then that'll be the case. But other than that, it's had plenty of time to settle. It's had plenty of time to adjust to my tank. It's in there. It's growing. Some corals just take longer than others. I mean, I've got chalices in here that go stupid crazy and grow like wildflowers. And then I've got things as simple as zoanthus that I can't even get to grow. So It's all in a matter of just let your coral grow. Let it do what it's gonna do. Let it grow. It'll come around. Give it time. So, in my honest opinion, when it comes to coral growth, best thing you should do, watch it grow. Take a picture when you first get it. Sit back and let it grow. Don't try to rush it. If you want bigger pieces, buy bigger pieces. But to me, the beauty of this hobby is sometimes watching it grow. You may have one piece for a year and it doesn't even grow an inch. A different piece for a year and that sucker grows 3-4 different times in you frame. And they're in the exact same spot. It's just the type of coral, it's just the adjustments it's making. That's just how the game goes. Beautiful as it is, as much as we would like to boost these suckers up, I'm tired of pumping my corals full of steroids. They do have negative effects. I don't like that at all. It sends a coral into an overload, really. I mean, you're pumping it with light, you're pumping it with food. It'll blow up. Pressure has been known to bust pipes. So with that being said, people, I apologize for the wait on this video. Thank you for your patience. Let your corals grow, people. And as always, enjoy your reef, because I'm enjoying mine.
Let me do my thing.